Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Jamie TKV, 2-0,
Yes, yeah.
undefeated boxer, signed with Boxer. How have you been since your last fight, bro?
I've been good, I've been buzzing since the last one. So I've just been, just grinding the same way. The grinding, the training hasn't stopped. The focus hasn't changed. So I'm just waiting for the next one.
Yeah, after the first fight, we spoke after your pro debut, and you won. You kind of had a chip on your shoulder though, even though it was you. Like I say, you got the win, and then the second fight, you ended up getting a stoppage.
Yeah. You know what? We put in the work before the second. Like straight after my first one, I went straight back into the gym, and I knew what I had to work on. And it's not like I expected to knock the guy out in the first round, but I did expect to break him down and then take him out in the later rounds. But first round, I can't complain, but it definitely was I feel like a more solid performance compared to the first one. But I did like certain things that I did in the first one. So either way, after watching my first performance, my first fight performance, it wasn't as bad as I thought, because straight after I thought it was a really bad performance. But after watching it, it wasn't too bad, but I did make adjustments and put on a better performance for my second fight, yeah.
That's a good thing, though, to have a chip on your shoulder. To have thought you maybe didn't box as well as maybe when you look back, you feel like you did actually okay. To have chips on your shoulder, to be that critical is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I feel like it did help me get better for my next one and prepare better, Not saying that my preparation was bad, but it's just like mentally I was confident and I was more ready this time around. The first one, the nerves did get to me. I did mention that. I didn't hide nothing about that. The nerves did get to me, and I felt like it showed in the first round. So, but I'm comfortable. Got the first one out of the way, and that's how we're gonna carry on from now on.
Yeah, it's gonna be good to see, bro. This is our third interview now. On the first one, you said your manager got in contact with Ben Davison. I just want to know, like, what level has that been working with Ben Davison? Like, what level are you actually connected with him, if that makes sense?
So we're all together in the gym, but I work predominantly. I work mainly with Barry Smith.
Yes,
but obviously there's a lot of fighters, so everyone's got to take care of everyone. So Ben does add his 2-piece, but I'm mainly working with Barry. But either way, when I'm sparring, he gives me advice. He's down the corner. Even on fight night, he would do my hand wraps, and give me advice. It's pretty much the same team. It's just that Barry is taking care of me while he's doing the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there's no differences. Ben Davison and Barry.
Yeah,
they are my trainers. So that's the only way I can put it. They're both my trainers.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So Barry, obviously being the main guy, what do you learn from him the time that you've been with him?
I realized that he's very experienced. He knows his stuff, and he has the best interest for us. Like, he really does take care of us. He knows what to do and what to say during fights and sparring and stuff like that. And I feel like he's the right person to guide me all the way to the top.
Yeah, for sure. When can we see you next then, bro?
Hopefully, we're just waiting for a date, but hopefully in October.
Okay. Is that cool with you? Would you rather be out sooner? Obviously, only 2-0.
I'd rather be out sooner, but you know how it goes. It's busy. You got to get other fighters out first, so can't be too greedy. You got to let other fighters fight. But since I had the first round KO, I thought maybe I can get one on quickly, but I know it doesn't work like that. But we're still hopeful. Maybe we get on end of September, October, but we'll see.
Yeah, of course. In the meantime, we've obviously got a lot of heavyweight action going on. I just want to get your take on the AJ Usyk. Obviously, the rematch. This time, AJ's got a new man in his corner, though.
Yeah. You know what? I really want AJ to win. For me personally, I want AJ to win just so he can get that title and fight Tyson Fury. Will be a bigger fight. I feel like Usyk messes up that plan. You get what I'm saying? But even though Usyk versus Tyson Fury will be an interesting fight in itself, but we need AJ and Tyson Fury. I'm rooting for AJ to win. I believe he's going to do it with the new team that he's got around him and the new mindset that he's bringing to the table and everything, I feel like he's capable of doing a better job than last time.
Yeah, it's interesting when you say like Usyk kind of messes up that plan of obviously the eventual goal of Fury AJ.
Yeah. So if he wins, it kind of like, I don't know where AJ falls after that. If he loses, what does AJ do? Like, even me, I don't know. Like, because obviously then it's going to be Usyk and TYSON FURY, the last one's left, the top. You know what I'm saying? At the top. So with AJ would definitely have to fight whoever's next. Probably Deontay Wilder. That'll be a good fight. But yeah, we'll see. To be honest, AJ needs to win. He needs to win, man.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Just one more thing, kind of on your career, back on your career. Like you said, you wanted to be out sooner, but what's it like this stage of your career, being early on, only had 2 fights, kind of wanting to get out more, wanting to get to that stage where you can say, okay, I can be fighting for titles now, because it's being stretched out to maybe it'll be mid next year, maybe it'll be late next year where you can fight for titles now because you're not so active.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a slow game because in the amateurs, I was used to fighting every weekend, every week. You know, so this is new. But the good thing I do like about the time is that we have time to progress each fight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we have time to progress each fight and get better, I think it does benefit us, because every time we do perform, we put on a better performance. So I'm not knocking it all the way, but obviously we do want to not move as quick as possible, but we want to gain the pro experience as quick as possible in that sense. But
yeah. And then I guess on the other side, to play devil's advocate, I guess getting a knockout, being on Sky Sports, like having that moment anyway, that can only do good for your career. So I guess waiting can't always be the worst.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, and that's how I'm trying to keep him. I'm trying to get as much knockouts as I can. Not saying every fight is going to be a knockout, but I'm trying to get as many knockouts as I can. That's the main. That's the goal from now on. You know, until we get to titles. That's
what excites people. That's what people like to see. So yeah, look forward to seeing the journey myself. Hopefully I'll be at the show September, October, and we'll catch up soon, man. Thanks for your time, bro.
Yeah, no problem, brother. We'll catch up.